Have you ever changed your outfit because you felt too overdressed to the occasion that you were going to? Or have you ever had a really cute piece of clothing, whether it's really expensive or you just really love it, it's one of your favorite pieces of clothing, but you never wear it? I think to some extent it makes sense to save some of our favorite pieces for special events, but at the same time, when you love something and it just sits in your closet for months, maybe even years, because you haven't quite found that occasion that's worthy of wearing it to, it's like, what's the point? I used to dress casual a lot of my days because I felt like I wasn't doing something that was worth dressing cute for. But then I kind of asked myself, why does it make any sense that I'm wearing my least favorite clothes the most often, but the things that I'm most obsessed with and I think are really beautiful, I'm wearing the least? How does that make any sense? It really doesn't. So at that point, I kind of decided with myself that I was gonna start wearing the pieces that I loved most more often, because why wait? Why wait to wear my favorite clothes when I don't even know if tomorrow is guaranteed? Another thing is that I've become someone who kind of dresses up more often now, much more often now actually. I just put a lot more effort into my appearance, but not in the sense that like I'm spending hours doing my makeup and trying to look perfect. No, I actually do less makeup, and getting ready actually requires less effort of me now because I actually put more effort into what I wear and my accessories than I actually do with my hair and my makeup. Throwing on an outfit that just makes me feel confident and makes me feel cute. It makes me feel like I put in effort and I tried. So I feel like now lately, a lot of times when I go places, I am sometimes more overdressed than the people that I'm with. And I've kind of had to like work through this block of like feeling weird about that. Why do we feel weird, or why do we feel overdressed when we're dressed up a little bit more? Why should we feel bad about that? We should actually feel good about that we put effort into our appearance, that we look good. I would buy really cool fashion pieces and I would be saving them for a music festival or a concert. I didn't want to wear something too many times, or I didn't want to wear it to multiple concerts or festivals. But I had to ask myself why that literally made any sense. Why would I wear my favorite things the least often? And also, it's attractive to have a more sustainable wardrobe, to not be wearing something once and then never wearing it again. But I will say I pretty much thrift like 90% of my clothes, and anyone who's really into thrifting already knows about these types of stores. But basically, I always bring the clothes that I don't wear anymore into one of those secondhand stores where you can trade in clothes for credit. And I don't know how to explain it, but it genuinely makes my heart so happy to recycle clothes like that. It's so cool. Over the course of the last year, I've done so much thrifting and my style has really evolved. I feel like I've really found my style and I know myself a lot more than I used to. Although I am open to all types of styles, I do kind of have a few particular looks that I always gravitate to the most because I feel my best when I wear these types of colors and styles. So now when I go thrifting or any type of shopping, I am so much more intentional with what I buy because I know my style and I feel confident in my style, but I also feel comfortable kind of branching out of my style too and trying different pieces that would have normally been out of my comfort zone before. But I used to just buy things when I thought they were cute, and now I often ponder for a few minutes before I actually buy it because I think about what kind of things in my closet would it go with? Would I actually wear this often? How would this actually look on me in my daily life and with the type of outfits that I wear? That might sound like I'm really overthinking it, but this is something that's actually really helped me because I used to buy a lot of things from the thrift store and then just never ended up wearing them or regretted buying them. And it just feels so much more good now to look at my closet and just love so much of what I have and just be able to put together so many cute outfits, but with a lot of the same pieces. I think if you're someone who genuinely feels your best when you dress more casual and that is your style, then it only makes sense to dress more casual, and that it would actually have the opposite effect if you were to try to dress up all the time, because that would probably actually make you feel uncomfortable, because that's not generally what you feel your best in, right? But that wasn't the case for me. I was just dressing casual because I felt like I had to have a reason to dress up. And of course, when I'm just in the mood to wear yoga pants and a t-shirt or whatever, I will wear that. But a lot of the time I put even just a little bit of effort into what I wear almost every time I leave the house now, because it just makes me feel good about myself. And this has really helped my confidence as well. And I'm not gonna lie, I honestly think that putting more effort into your appearance can also help if you struggle with social anxiety or shyness. Maybe not everyone will completely resonate with this video, because not everyone is as into clothes and style as I am, but I am someone who is super big into self-expression. I absolutely love expressing myself in all ways possible. I love finding pieces of clothing that one might think are super extra. I love bright colors. I love cool patterns. I love all kinds of aesthetics. I've just always been someone who is super into self-expression, but for whatever reason, I was definitely holding back on my style expression. And I'm so glad that I'm not doing that anymore, because it just feels so good every day to actually feel my best and to love what I'm wearing and to let my authentic self shine through. I also have an even deeper love for thrifting now than I used to before, now that I really understand my style and what I feel looks good on me. If you're having a hard time finding your style, and what I mean by that is when you find yourself kind of changing a lot because you don't like how what you're wearing looks on you and you're not really quite sure why, and maybe that's caused you to think that you just don't like yourself or a lot of things don't look good on you. But I swear I have gone through that many times, and I realized that it was never myself that was the problem. It was honestly just what I was wearing. I did not feel like suited me very well. I just didn't feel my best when I would wear certain outfits, but then I would just kind of settle for them because I was like, whatever, it is what it is. If you're someone who often feels that way when you're trying on clothes, it's probably because you just haven't really found your style and your authentic expression yet. In that case, that's also kind of exciting, because I would recommend when you go shopping to just honestly try a lot of different things that are out of your comfort zone, and then you'll kind of get to know what makes you feel your best. And also another tip that I have when I am thrifting, in order to actually be intentional with what I buy, I will sit there and think about what sorts of outfits I can wear this piece with. What pants is gonna look good with this shirt? What shoes are gonna look good with this shirt? And if I'm thinking about it and it's just not really making sense in my closet, then I won't get it. And I usually don't regret it, because I don't like wasting money. You know, I don't wanna buy something that I'm not going to wear or I'm not going to feel good in. But of course, it's also fun to just go into the thrift store with no idea of what you're looking for either. That can also be fun when you have no expectations and you're just open to whatever. You can often find some really cool pieces that way as well. So obviously just do whatever your heart desires, whatever you want to do, but I'm just kind of giving some of my tips for thrifting and finding the right pieces for your closet. But the bottom line, the main point of this video is to wear what makes you happy, what makes you feel confident, and what makes you feel good. Anytime you have a thought of whether or not you are too overdressed compared to whoever you're hanging out with or for the event that you're going to, or thinking maybe I shouldn't wear this, I've worn it too many times, or I shouldn't wear this because this is too cute, I want to save it for something special. And sometimes that can feel good to save certain pieces for certain occasions, but just do what your heart really wants to do, and just remember that tomorrow is never guaranteed, so nothing feels better than just fully expressing your style now. Expressing yourself in whatever ways that you can. And also, this kind of brings me to another point. I feel like we often save a lot of things, not just our clothes, but for example, maybe we'll buy a candle and we never light that candle because it was expensive and we're waiting for a special night to light that candle. Or we buy essential oils and we never use them. Or perfume, we're waiting for a special night to use that perfume. It's like we do that with so many things, maybe even a fancy bottle of wine, and then it's like all of these things, you never end up using them. They just sit there because you're waiting for some occasion. And life is just so much more enjoyable when we add more joy and beauty into our daily lives, and when we do more sensual things, when we do things that really give all of our senses a treat, such as scents and visuals and clothing and all of that type of stuff. Might as well just wear what you feel called to, what you feel good in, what you feel confident in, what you feel comfortable in, and forget about what anyone thinks about it. Even though they're probably not even thinking anything negative about it, they're actually probably admiring how good you look. So in reality, it's really just your own limiting belief in your head that's stopping you, that's telling you that you're too overdressed, or that you shouldn't wear something too many times, or that you shouldn't wear something at all because it's too nice. All right, that is it for this video. Thank you for joining me today. I wasn't even sure what video I was going to film today. I literally just turned on the camera and started talking, and that was what was on my mind to talk about. I know most people who are subscribed to this channel are probably here for topics that are more personal development related, but I do like to occasionally kind of dabble into my other interests and express myself as fully as possible. But I also think that this topic is kind of about personal development as well, because it's breaking past those limiting beliefs about ourselves. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my content, if you resonate with the things that I have to say, then definitely subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my safe space community. But other than that, I really hope that I see you in the next video.